My name is Dr. Maurice Pitesky, and welcome to episode number 18 of the Sitch, a bi-monthly show from the UC Davis School of Veterinary Medicine Cooperative Extension. Today, we're going to talk about the dark side of antibiotics. Dun, 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 antimicrobial resistance. But first, before I talk about the dark side of antibiotics, I want to talk about the bright side of antibiotics. From a historical perspective, antibiotics may be the greatest discovery in the history of medicine. Before antibiotics were widely available, infectious disease was the most likely cause of death in humans, and the average human lifespan was under 50 years. But after antibiotics became widely available, the average lifespan increased to around 70 years, and non-infectious diseases such as cardiovascular disease became the main source of death in humans as opposed to infectious diseases. Currently, it's estimated that antibiotics save up to 200,000 people annually in the US alone. Pretty amazing stuff. That being said, paraphrasing Yoda, the dark side and antimicrobial resistance cloud everything. Impossible to see the future is. In other words, what Dr. Yoda was probably trying to say with respect to antibiotics was that using antibiotics improperly or even properly can exacerbate the phenomena of antimicrobial resistance, where bacteria that are resistant to antibiotics can thrive. While this type of bacterial evolution happens with or without antibiotics, antibiotics can make this transformation occur faster with a potentially greater impact on public health. Big picture, when you use antibiotics in your animals, for your chickens, it's important to make sure that the antibiotic works against the bacteria that is causing the disease. If you kill other bacteria, but not the bad bacteria, you just made the disease worse. To reduce the probability of this happening with our chickens, work with your vet and follow the below 3 rules. Don't expect antibiotics to work on a sick chicken just because. A lot of people just have antibiotics around their house and they're like, I'll try it. Don't do that. That's how we contribute to antimicrobial resistance. Number 2, don't use antibiotics not approved, even if you can find them online. So people can find all kinds of things online. There are certain antibiotics we want to save only for humans. And if we continue to use those type of antibiotics in animals like our backyard chickens, the potential for antimicrobial resistance increases. Number 3, use the prescribed antibiotic as directed by your veterinarian. Make sure you give the right dose via the right route of administration and at the right length of treatment. Deviation, even if you're using the right antibiotic, deviation can contribute to antimicrobial resistance. Big picture, work with your veterinarian. And look at reputable online sources. And the one I'm going to give you is the Food Animal Residue Avoidance Databank, or FAIRAD. Among the services that FAIRAD has, it has a great website where you can look up which animals can receive which drugs, including chickens. And there's a great site there for laying hens. FAIRAD's hotline is 888-873-2723 for those broiling medication emergencies that you may or may not have. Remember, big picture in summary, our goal is to make sure antibiotics can continue to work effectively in humans and animals alike. If we follow the rules and work with our veterinarians, our loved ones, chickens and humans, will all be better off. Thanks for listening. And if there's any additional topics you'd like to cover on the Sitch, please reach out to me at drcluck@ucdavis.edu. Thanks. Bye.